The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Serbia against Inter.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Well, here's one of the standout names of his day, Jim, Dragan Stojkovic.
Yeah, Peter, there was a time when the Balkans produced an incredible number of truly remarkable footballers, and out of them all, he was probably the best, at least technically, I'd say.
Foden! Decent hit and on target.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Khan claims comfortable. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. This might spell danger. Backward it goes.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Makaleli. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And they're quick to get it back. Foden with the clearance. Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Referee's given a throw. And he's in on goal. That has been knocked. Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Beckham. That's the throw. Cafu. And he's whipped. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Stood up well to him there. Still goalless at the moment. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Rafael Leao! And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Beckham carries the ball down the right. Great vision. Delivers with whip. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from.
Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Leicester clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He steps in, and that's the end of that. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's really well cleared. Now it's Rafinha. Foden, and the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. And that has been cleared. 15 minutes till half-time. He has a look out. Cross from Rafinha. Beckenbauer clears it away. Toure gets it clear. He has found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's looking wide. Can he get it through? It's a good-looking delivery. And he's there to belt it away. Taken back almost at once. And that is a little undercooked. Beckenbauer. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Haaland. That's going to go a long way.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Beckham. Cafu looking to get on the end of this. And that has been clubbed away. Strong running down that left flank. The muscular approach does pay off here. Yamal.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, a delicate chip through. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Substitution for Serbia. Number 14.
And we're off again.
Number 18.
So the first half brought no goals.
Coming on the field. Number 9. Grigori. Number 17.
Serbia really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect, particularly if it picks out the movement up front, of course. Serbia have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Cross from Rafinha. Rijkaard clears. And Yaya Toure! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And he's heaved it away. Now it's Stojkovic. That has ended up in no man's land. Cafu. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rafael Leao. Makalele. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Now it's Hazard.
Such good technique.
He is through here. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Stojkovic. Stojkovic! Beckenbauer gets it away. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Baresi. Well, there's the clearance. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. But great chance! It's in! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Substitution for Serbia, number 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So the
Number
first moment
20,
of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Good play on the left-hand side here. He's picked his way through. And that has put paid to that. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And this is Ribery. And Ribery! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Oh, that's well spotted. Baresi goes sliding in, and he can clear it away. Now it's Hazard. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution for Serbia, number 4, Stojkovic, number 21.
He's got away.
Coming on the field, number 8.
Vigo getting this one clear.
Kimmich, number 13, Robert Lewandowski. Substitution in
75
progress.
minutes played. Deco is wide and looking to get onto this.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Toure with the slide tackle there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's managed to get free. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Figo. And no, that was never going to make it. Deftly away. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Nesta. That's a throw. Ah, he's given it away. And he's got his cross in. Chance for a shot! And that should get the job done.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Serginho. Oh, that's neat. Cross. Up he goes! He is
There will
just
be 2 more
caressing the
at a
ball.
time.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Serginho's terrific header.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And there goes the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Or colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then.
They don't make them like Diego Maradona anymore, Peter.
Certainly don't, and I imagine the plan for his team will be just give him the ball.
Completely. He's a player who always has been streets ahead. So good that managers were forced to come up with unique systems just to try and deal with him. Not that it's helped them very much.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Looking to play him in. And this is Forlan. Maradona pinches it off him. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Looking for options for movement. Bastoni. Rijkaard goes steaming forward. Well, there's the clearance. Forlan is flagged offside. Rooney. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Tries to pass it through. Nicely weighted ball. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Haaland. Beckenbauer. Baresi. And it's Serginho.
That's good play from him.
He is through here. Cross to the back post. No, that's been intercepted. Driving forward. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Forlan. He's picked his way. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has fair fizzed.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's an imaginative touch. Haaland! It's run loose, goes for the shot! Goal! Inter! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Gol per l'Inter. Ha segnato al 20° minuto, numero 22.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Guardiola. Rijkaard. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Haaland picks it up out wide. Good play on the left-hand side here. Adams cuts out the pass. Looking for the run. Great ball, and he's in here. Bastoni concedes a free kick for that. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That comes as a mighty relief. Looking for a runner. Too long and over the line. That's a shade optimistic. Yaya Toure. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Baresi. And he's managed to get rid. And they're back on the ball again. And this is Torres. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Played into space. Beckham has it in a wide position. Oh, what has happened here? Played out wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. Terrific header! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you. Takes a shot! They've scored! A goal at a really telling moment. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
There's the header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Maradona, quality ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Oh, that's fabulous. Guardiola. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass is just off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Haaland. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a throw-in. Can he get it through? That is good alertness. Cafu. Maradona. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Serginho's cross. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's Maradona. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Forlan. Cafu. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that has been clubbed away. And he's been shifted off it. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. He has found the way through. Adams wins the duel this time. Knocks it into space. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Rooney. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Torres. That's been cut out, well played. Rooney. Now it's Torres. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maradona. Guardiola. Now it's Haaland. It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react. And he's intervened well there. That's a sharp pass. And this is Forlan. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 5.
Their second corner of the game.
Fernando Torres.
Maradona plays it short. Flashes it across.
Il numero 10.
Leicester attempts a clearance.
Filippo Inzaghi.
Foot in.
Il numero 14.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Maradona with the delivery. He can get that clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckenbauer gets it away. And now the breakaway. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a promising position. The ball has bounced loose now.
Cambio di giocatori.
Corner number 3 coming up. Maradona is short. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. That has not gone well. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Five minutes left on the clock. Mbappe. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Khan clears. And that's gone loose. Searching pass he's played there. That's that, the end. Inter Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so happy to have won it. Beckham claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Hullet. And it's Ribery. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's come through and he's had a quick look in. Big header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Lahm charging forward down that flank, and that's aimed into the middle. Cafu gets it away. Tries a shot! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
And here's Eto'o. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. So what can they make of this? Vitinha. Oh, this is a terrific run. Can he finish? It's there! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break, and it's very nicely done.
So, a breakthrough already. Now then, the ball's come loose. Beckham. Cleared without complication.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Big chance! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Ribery, bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. That is good alertness. And here's Ribery. Caught offside that time. And here's Hullet. Can he get onto this? Nice control. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That pass has been well intercepted. Cafu, and that's gone loose. There will be a throw-in. Cafu, dealt with nicely by the defence.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Toure gets over and intercepts. Beckham. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substitution on the field, number 19, Ribery. Coming on the field is number 8, Bale.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and this is Eto'o. It's Eto'o! It's a loose ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely spread. He's shifting through the gears here.
2 added minutes.
That's good
has
play.
been indicated.
Now, can he find a finish? That's very neat. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bale. And this is Bale. Lovely feet. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Inter really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, super ball. He's tried one. And got to be quick to recover this. Lahm delivers. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Threads one in. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's got full. He will be livid with himself.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Eto'o. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played out towards the right wing. Ball driven towards... Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And it's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played into the... He rises! He has done it! Just one goal in it now! Game on! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Hullet. Coming on to replace him is number 20, Baggio.
Lam.
Substitutions taking place.
That's an excellent interception. And that has been clubbed away, lofted upfield. And he's managed to get rid. That's a throw. He's found a way past. Out again for a throw-in. Lam. No, that's been intercepted. And this is Bale. It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Ronaldinho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tomiyasu cuts out the pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking to go deep. He's done well to get that clear.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
They'll have one final crack at it. And here's Baggio. Oh, well played, well played. Rafael Leao getting this one clear. Beckham under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And this is Bale. Shoots! It's in! And they've got their lead back. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Chance for a shot!
Substitution on the field.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Number 23, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field.
He's found. Can he finish?
Number 13.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
22, Bellingham. Number 14,
Oh, it's beyond the defence.
Nedved.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Terrific header! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it. It's a mighty effort! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He's found the way. Saka! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And when the manager called on him, that's that, the end. Inter Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Beckham. Oh, nice touch. Played up towards the front line. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And the through ball. Real chance. Takes a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Egypt with the corner. They're first. And the shot! Goal! Egypt! Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for options for movement. He has a look out. A chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nesta getting this one clear. And here's Baggio. And here's Royce. Nicely weighted ball. Knocks it into space. It's Neymar! Oh, another save. Corner number 2 then. Khan claims comfortable. And now they can spring out of defence. Now that's well seen too.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Puyol promptly onto that, and that is that. Plenty to aim at here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played out to the right. And it's Cannavaro. Rafael Leao. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that is as far as they're going to go. Van Basten! Sticks it away! Inter are back in business! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
So, third quarter of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Beckham, looking to play him in. He can run onto that. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. He's got away. big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he nearly went all the way.
Neymar can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Royce tries to pass it through, and he's in on goal. Real chance! Goal! Egypt! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Egypt get themselves into the lead. Pass somewhat off target. Half-time getting close now. And it's Baggio. Baresi. Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish? Dealt with nicely by the defence. A searching ball out wide. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Has been indicated.
We are into stoppage time. And here's Van Basten. And here's Beckham. Beckham. Cafu. Foot in. And we hit half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Royce. Number 20, Neymar. Number 21, Mbappe. Number 14.
And the action is back underway.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Number 18, Johan Cruyff.
And that's the end of that. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Zico. Now it's Cruyff. Ronaldinho. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No, he's not getting any further than that. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And he's been shifted off it. Van Basten, out to the right. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Now it's Zico. Great vision. That's a good... He's had a shot! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Rafael Leao. Zico. That's really well manoeuvred. Over to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Inter Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for Quite a comfortable finish.
Egypt blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
It's loose now, and another try! It's in! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Inter Milan playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. Parla. Ambitious ball here. And he's intervened well there. And here's Haaland. Haaland has a shot! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Inter are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Keeper's got his work done. Now it's Ronaldinho. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Thinks about the shot. He's having a shot! And that's off target. Zico, who does have an assist to his name. Looking for a runner. Nicely worked. And the ball is out of play. And he cuts out the supply. He can get that clear.
Has been indicated.
Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. That is good alertness. Now it's Cruyff. Bale is in a really good position out wide. Big header! Oh, it rattles the bar! He's going for goal! Smashing save, really good save that. And that will be the final act. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And we're underway.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk.
He's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Deco. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Cross from Cafu. It's a mighty effort!
He's done very well to get to that.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's forced to go back. Stood up well to him there. It's a searching pass. Well, that's well seen too. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, there's the clearance. Now it's Mbappe. Pelé. And that has been clubbed away. And they're back on the ball again. Pelé is onto it in a flash. That is a great pick out. It's come to nothing. First quarter of an hour gone. And that could well leave a mark. He can get that clear. Beckham. Great defending, strong and determined.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now it's Torres, and it's Serginho. So it is still 0-0. Serginho. He's had it taken off him. Here's Deco. Van Dijk. Liverpool trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Looking for a runner. That has not gone well. Over to the left. Balls. Oh, what a climb! Gerrard. Probing pass. Maldini. And it's Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Deftly away. That'll be a throw. Deco goes on a charge down the left. Deco delivers. Oh, smashing head in for the pieces! And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. He's got tall. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
No joy this time. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Maldini.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Nicely shaped ball. Well, played through for the wide man. Now it's Haaland, and he's had it nicked away. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And the keeper takes decisive action. Engages and forces him off the ball. Messi in acres of space out wide. That's a shade optimistic. Cafu. Knocks it out wide. Cafu tries to pass it through. That looks a good cross. And the finish! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Smoking is only
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, 0-0 is a little surprising, and while initially they must have felt that they'd score from the many chances, so they might now be thinking that this could go against them.
Number 10.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Beckenbauer clears.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Foot in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's their second corner of the game. He gets big! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Turan. That's a cute ball. Nicely worked. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Gerrard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a pretty loose pass. Searching pass he's played there. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Here's a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the... And another try! Mohamed Salah is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Toure gets across to intercept that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Pelé. Under an awful lot of pressure. Now it's Chiesa. He's picked his way through. Played back in. There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Gerrard. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Haaland. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ambitious ball here. Played into space. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Chiesa. Makaleli. Serginho. And it's Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that pass isn't the best. Beckham. Tries to play it through. Just eases him off the ball. And he's heaved it away. That has been slung wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Gerrard. Number 15.
Lobbed in behind. That's been cut out, well played.
Number 20, Ronaldinho.
Makaleli.
Number 5,
Baresi.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Fernando Torres. Torres proves just a little bit too strong. Big header! And it's come back out to him. It's in! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Substitution.
Inter Milan making another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He'll try to keep this alive.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
One 0 as we head towards the end. Good read, needed to be. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Van Dijk.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Torres. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Very nicely done. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Rodri. Rodri has it out wide and in space. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Shapes to shoot. That's another chance. And he hits the net. Tying minutes, and we're all square again. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Mohamed Salah! Mohamed Salah!
And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be...